Put your hands together for Jason Scholder.
All right then. I am, that sounded a little southern for me. I am not originally from the South, but I have lived in Asheville long enough to develop an allergy to gluten. So, like most men in Asheville, I'm a single dad. All right, that was just supposed to be a setup. I now know that's its own punchline. That makes this my single dad bod. I'm in the best shape I've been in my adult life. Sadly, this is that shape. So I hired a personal trainer. I hired a very beautiful personal trainer. She asked me what my goals were. I said, I want to be good looking enough that you'd fuck me. She said, I'm not that good a trainer. People want to know what it's like to be 50. It's a lot like being an iPhone 6. Because at first glance, we look like a 10. You laughed a little too fucking hard at that. As soon as you pick one up, you realize you've wrapped your hands around a piece of antiquated technology. Like touching us still turns us on, but we lack certain critical features. Like extended battery life and a fully functioning operating system. Now, I just got out of a 6-year relationship with the mother of my 11-year-old daughter. If you're wondering about the math, so was my daughter. I explained it to her using new math, because that's what they're teaching her in school. I said, if mommy and I were together for 6 years, and you're 11, how long has daddy been happy? That's right, her mom's happier too. She gets to pick all the same fights, and we have none of the makeup sex. Our daughter's in the 6th grade, we're already arguing over which high school we think she should drop out of. Now, our mom wants her to go to public school because it's free and she can ride the bus, but we live in the mountains, and I don't want our daughter getting knocked up by some coal-rolling redneck with a meth habit. Okay, this whole side of the room is not laughing. I want our daughter to go to private school where she can develop an unjustifiable sense of entitlement and do cocaine. And I'm just not ready to accept the fact that one day my daughter is going to be having sex. And most people have sex for the first time in high school. The first time I had sex in high school was at my 30th high school reunion. I don't know how many of you ever dated somebody who's way out of your league, but I haven't. Until recently. I'm dating a pretty hot yoga teacher, and I know that's not the best way to say that. The right way to say that is my girlfriend teaches hot yoga. She said it helps her sweat out the crazy. I said the room wasn't hot enough. Okay, it's not a big yoga crowd, but we're gonna keep rolling. One day she asked me to rate her on a scale of 1 to 10, and I said, well, to me, you're an 11. But nobody over a 7 would ever ask that question. All right. I can feel you guys taking her side a little bit. It's exactly what I expect from a room full of 6s. I was on her side too until I found out she cheated on me. Thank you. I said she cheated. She said she's polyamorous. All right, I'll explain it. Polyamory is a lot like cheating, but when you cheat, you try to keep it a secret, but when you're polyamorous, you tell everybody. It's like having a gluten sensitivity. Now, poly, most people think poly comes from the Greek word poly for many and amor, which means love, but I did some research and found out that polyamorous is actually Latin for hoe. All polyamorous relationships have their own set of agreements, so we agreed that if she was going to fuck other guys, I would come up here and talk about it. So now we're in this polyamorous relationship. And last week I went online, downloaded the apps, had my first and only successful Tinder date, and found out that within a week, this woman I met on Tinder had slept with me, the only other Tinder guy my girlfriend was interested in, and my girlfriend's other boyfriend, also on Tinder. And I was like, Tinder must be using the same algorithms as Amazon. Tinder's like, if you fuck this guy, you will probably fuck this guy. We're about to celebrate our 3rd year together, and when you've been together for 3 years, you start to know things about each other that the other person doesn't know you know. All right, so like, I sleep in a shirt, but only a shirt. I sleep in a shirt because I get cold, but only a shirt because I'm an optimist. Now, my girlfriend says she knows when I want to have sex because apparently I come to bed without my shirt on. And I know that if she comes to bed with her hair up, I might get a blowjob. And last night we were snuggling in bed and I found a hair tie on my nightstand. So I picked it up and I showed it to her and I said, "Can I interest you in one of these?" And she handed me my shirt. My girlfriend's a 39-year-old mother of 2 with baby fever. That's right. I came home the other night and I found her crying on the couch. And she's like, "I can't help it, you know, my ovaries are screaming last call." I was just like, I love you so much. But nobody ever made a good decision at last call. How many of you want to date me right now? Just this side over here. They went to public school. Last year I performed comedy in Asheville at a same-sex wedding, and I was surprised these guys hired me because they met me at a show where I was the only straight comedian on stage. So my first thought was like, how bad is their gaydar? But my next thought was, how good is their gaydar? My gaydar's terrible, although I think my college roommate might have been gay. He used to wake me up in the middle of the night, ask me if I wanted a blowjob. And I didn't want to be like, sucking one dick makes you gay, bro. But it was the way he did it. I hope that doesn't make me sound homophobic. I'm not. I'm just really afraid of finding out that I'm gay. And it's not for a good reason either. It's just because I'm really terrible at manscaping. But when you're 50, you got to start manscaping, because once this starts looking like, and a river runs through it, you don't want this area here to become a road less traveled. I started manscaping because I started sexting. I was in a long-distance relationship with a much younger woman, and we spent a lot of time on the phone talking about all the sex that we were not having. And so one day she said, "Well, hang up and I will send you a picture of something hot." And I wish I was making this up. She sent me a picture of her dinner. I'm like, why? Why would you send me a picture of food? You know, she said, "Well, my mother told me the way to a man's heart was through his stomach." And I'm like, you should have asked your dad. All right. You guys are fucking great. I really like you. When I was younger, I've always liked to travel. When I was younger, whenever I went somewhere, I would try to learn the language. But now I'm too old to learn languages, so wherever I go, I just try to learn the accent. So I'm gonna do some accents, and I want you guys to try to figure out where I've been, all right? All right, you'll get into it, I promise. All right, this will start easy. Hello, love. England. Thank you for saying it loud enough for me to hear you. We will get you all microphones for the evening show. All right, good day, mate. Australia, all right. For fuck's sake, man. Did I hear Jamaica? All right, it was supposed to be Ireland. Apparently, my Irish accent sounds Jamaican.
Go fuck yourself.
All right, thank you for nobody saying New Jersey. All right, how about go fuck yourself? Boston, you guys are great. For Southerners, you can really tell the difference between these Yankee accents. All right, this is where this gets a little dicey. Go fuck yourself. Tokyo? It's pretty specific, but yeah. Japan. It's the southeastern region of Tokyo.
Go fuck yourself.
India. All right. What did you... Somebody always says 7-Eleven. Here's what I've learned, is that wherever I go, at some point, somebody tells me to go fuck myself. And it even happened here tonight. One of the comedians, I love me. One of the comedians told me to go fuck myself, but he's Southern. I don't know if I can get the accent right. I've only been here 15 years. I'm not really good with this Southern accent. But here's my best attempt at an Asheville accent saying go fuck yourself, all right? Bless your heart. All right, now, a better comedian would leave right now. But I know I've said some things tonight. And I just find that like it evens the playing field if you guys all have a chance to tell me to go fuck myself. So I'm gonna count to 3. I just want you to give it your best, all right? That's not even one of the 3 words. All right, on 3, go fuck yourself. That's it, nothing else, not bye. Hey, slow down, man, let me count. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, now, I don't know if you heard what I heard, but none of you said it together. So we're gonna try it again so my mother can hear it in Arizona. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, that was pretty good. I mean, it hurts my feelings, honestly. Since this is the South, this is the last thing we'll do. Since this is the South, I'm gonna let you say it to me the Southern way. Don't say go fuck yourself this time, just say bless your heart, because this one I actually can play for my grandmother. All right, you ready? On 3, bless your heart, got it? 1, 2, 3. Bless your heart. Did you hear this person over here who had to screw it up for the rest of you? All right, security, escort them out. On 3, bless your heart. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. My name's Jason Scholder.